What's up guys, it's Kong right here, and welcome back to another episode of TA in 10, the episode where I explain technical analysis skills within 10 minutes or less. Alright, let's not waste any more time, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and let's get started right now. Boom! Alright, welcome back to another episode of TA in 10 guys, and today's topic is going to be rising wedges. Rising wedges are everywhere, and especially in a bull market, it's very important to see them, to spot them, and know exactly how to act on them. Because if you don't know that, then sometimes it happens that the rising wedge causes a reversal, sometimes it happens that the rising wedge causes a continuation. And we're gonna learn all about that today. So guys, take a listen and watch till the very end, because as always I have some pretty nifty tricks and tips in this video. Alright, so you can see already on this chart, beautiful ripple chart from the 1st of December on the 1 hourly. This is a nice rising wedge that we had, and in this case we had not only the rising wedge but also multiple signs of reversal. As we saw, the spikes to the upside, these spikes to the upside are always a sign of reversal, a sign of weakness, or even more supporting our rising wedge bearish, the inherently bearish bias of a rising wedge. Now, a rising wedge, as you can see right here, has mostly a rising support and a slightly rising resistance. So you can have a strong rising support, but then also a slightly rising resistance. And as you remember, a falling wedge, the bullish counterpart to it, is always pointy. So if you would to extend, or if you were to extend these two lines, they would be touching at some point and they would be crossing over at some point. This is also very, very important for the rising wedge. Otherwise you have a rising channel, and you have different rules for a rising channel than for a rising wedge. Now right here, very beautiful. Most of the time what you can see inside of a rising wedge is that it is approaching resistance. You are already approaching really overheated market structures. You're really approaching like a super overheated time in the market, and you're seeing, okay man, we have a lot of wicks and it pushed one more time, we had another wick and it pushed another time, and then you can see that this resistance is getting pointy, more pointy, more pointy, and etc. And then at that point you have the rising wedge, and then you're right here at a key level of resistance. The rising wedge is not breaking, these wicks are all not breaking the resistance, and at some point you just get a really strong really strong rejection inside of the rising wedge. Now here, most of the time what you would like to see is obviously a close below or outside the rising wedge, just simply to make sure that you're on a safe part and not that this one is gonna be turning against you and going back up, and then at some point maybe even breaking out if you didn't watch it correctly. Now obviously in this case we had a strong breakdown and immediate a low volume retest. This is all we're gonna be learning about in the next video: low volume patterns, anything like that, how to volume like a pro. Now also very important inside of this rising wedge is the low volume in general, not only the low sell volume but also the low buy volume. Obviously if you see a higher sell volume than buy volume, then yes, of course it is also supporting the bearish bias. But
and now a word from our sponsors.
Oh, yo, what's up Jimmy, how you doing my brother? Oh yeah, I heard that BTC hit all-time high. Yeah. Oh yeah, Prime XBT. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them, my boys. All right, I'm gonna tell that to my boys. All right, Jimmy. Call you later, my brother. What's up, guys? I just went off the call with Jimmy. Jimmy just told me to tell you about Prime XBT. Now, look at Prime XBT. What a beautiful platform called Prime XBT. You can trade turbo, you can trade co-vesting, and you can do even analysis on Prime XBT. Do you see this beautiful technical analysis on Prime XBT? Since I trade on Prime XBT, it has been hitting all-time highs. Yes, exactly. You trade on Prime XBT and Bitcoin hits all-time highs. If you trade on Prime XBT, you can dress like this. Exactly. So get on Prime XBT. Trade co-vesting, trade turbo, trade the trades, and get on your account. You can trade Forex, you can trade crypto, and you can trade the British dollar. Sign up on Prime XBT. I trade Prime XBT with Prime XBT. Sign up right now. You have to watch out. If you see a rising wedge with strong volume, and I'm gonna show you that one at the very end. If you see that, most of the time, it happens that it starts breaking out. So your inherently bearish structure starts going upwards like crazy, and you're like, what the heck did just happen? All right, let's take a look at this rising wedge at another beautiful chart. I believe I saw a nice rising wedge right here on VET, on VChain. So we got one right here as well. We are going up nicely. We have our key level of resistance all the way up here. We had overbought market structure, so that means we're already in the red zone right here. And then it was still rising. The volume was low. As you can see, the volume wasn't high, the volume was kind of low. We didn't have too many spikes. And then once again, we are seeing the spikes to the upside, strong spikes to the upside, maybe connected also to a small swing failure pattern. And then boom, you get the close outside the rising wedge. And this right here, this close right here, not this one, but this one down here, that would be your entry. And then you just go down like crazy. You just enter the short, or you just close your long position, whatever you're more comfortable with. And as you can see right here, 22% movement to the downside was absolutely crazy, and all was leading with a rising wedge. Now you can draw this rising wedge on the wicks, you can draw it on the closes. It really doesn't matter too much. As long as you have the same pattern, as long as it is pointy, as long as it is going up, and as long as you have low volume, this is the bearish scenario. And I believe it is very important to find out about these patterns from time to time that also show a bearish like a bearish sign, because in a bull market we're always very much focused on bullish patterns, on continuations, on anything like that. And then at some point, boom, we see a bearish pattern and it just goes like crazy. Now obviously, one more time, I wanted to show you guys right here a rising wedge, which we saw on a daily time frame. This is not the 1 hourly, but this is the daily time frame where it broke out to the upside. So it's very important for me to show you guys right here. We had stronger volume going in here. We had strong pushes, strong buy volume on the going up. On the retraces, we had small volume. On the pushes up, high volume. On the retraces, small volume. So this is really important, why volume is playing such an important part in all of this. And this is exactly the reason, guys, why the very next video in 2 days is gonna be about volume. It's gonna be called Volume Like a Pro in a Bull Market. So yeah, guys, make sure to tune in into that one. And thank you very much for joining into this video. Leave a like and see you. Pong out. Now, wasn't that a beautiful series of another TAN10 video, guys? Thank you very much for joining, and make sure to leave a like if you like this video, and obviously dislike it if you disliked it. I really appreciate every single one of you right here. And to show you more, to do more education for you guys, I am doing Twitch streams every Tuesday and Thursday, confirmed at 6 p.m. UTC. You can tune in on kongbtc.live. The links are all in the description. So guys, thank you once again, and see you on the next video. As always, Mondays and Wednesdays, 6 p.m. UTC. You know it. You know what to do. Click the subscribe button. Kong out.